Hello my dear students, welcome to my channel. Dear students, we are in class 9th first lesson as we discussed earlier about internal structure of the earth and continental drift theory. In this session, we are going to discuss about longitudes and latitudes or horizontal vertical lines on the globe. See children, once you observe, if you observe globe, we can identify certain horizontal lines and vertical lines. These horizontal lines and vertical lines making a network. These all are making a network. So this network is calling as grid. So I am writing here grid. What is grid? Grid. What is grid? Grid means a network of latitudes and longitudes. Latitudes and longitudes, or we can also write as a network of horizontal lines and vertical lines. Horizontal line means what? From west to east. Longitude lines means, vertical lines means from north to south. So these are horizontal lines. Horizontal lines. These are vertical lines. Vertical lines. See, if you observe the globe, so this is equator, okay, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, and by vertical also there are certain vertical lines also there. So these all vertical lines are making a network. So this network is we are calling as grid. Sir, what is the use of this grid? Why we need to learn about this grid? See children, it is very difficult to identify a place or a particular location without knowing these horizontal and vertical lines. Take any atlas. If you have atlas, you open it and you try to find out a location which you do not know. But if you know the longitude and latitude, definitely very easily within fraction of seconds or minutes you can very easily find out the particular location. So latitudes, longitudes are very useful to identify particular location or particular place. So that is the purpose why we need to learn about this longitude and latitude. See, there are so many atlases were there. Once you check your atlas, check particular Indian map or political or any map, you try to figure out the important cities with their latitude or longitude. Try to figure out your home or your school or your village located in which longitude and latitude. Okay, so with the help of these horizontal and vertical lines, that is latitude and longitudes, we can easily find out a particular place or location. Without this longitude and latitude, it is very difficult. How it is very difficult, I want to say you. For example, you are saying your friend that I am on 0 degree latitude. I am staying at 0 degree latitude. 0 degree latitude possible from so many countries, from South America to Asia, South America, Africa and Asia, where they have to check for you, where they have to identify. See, it starts from Ecuador. Ecuador, Brazil and Africa and Singapore, Malaysia. So this, if you say particularly I am on 0 degree latitude, it is very difficult to identify. If we say the particular longitude, yes, I am on this longitude. I am on 82 degree longitude. Yes, 82 degree. Where this 82 degree and 0 degree latitude longitudes are intersecting, so there we can easily search for you. So that is the purpose. So with the help of latitude and longitude, we can very easily find out a particular location. Okay, so that is the importance of the latitude and longitude. Let's see, in your previous classes you might have learned about latitude and longitude and about the globe. Let's see, here again try to recall our previous knowledge, it's you consider this is as Earth, the circle. Equator divides this Earth into two equal halves. I repeat, 0 degree latitude. This 0 degree latitude divides the Earth into two equal halves. These all are imaginary line. Sir, whether this equator is really existed, these all are imaginary lines. These all are for utilization for particular purposes, various purposes. We made this kind of pattern system, this kind of longitude and latitude system. So this is equator. This equator divides Earth into two equal halves. The north side of the equator, okay, the north side of the equator, it is called as northern hemisphere. Okay, northern hemisphere. Hemi means what? Sphere. Hemi means what? Sphere. Hemisphere. And the bottom one, the down of the equator, that was called as southern hemisphere. Okay, southern hemisphere. If you divide this Earth, model Earth into, vertically, this is horizontally northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Same, this Earth, if you divide this into horizontal, this is horizontal and vertical. If you divide this globe or Earth vertical, it is called as western hemisphere. Okay, western hemisphere. And this is eastern hemisphere. This is, we are dividing Earth with the horizontal line, and here we are dividing Earth by vertical line. So this is northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, western hemisphere, eastern hemisphere. Let's see now about these horizontal lines, latitudes. So latitudes are also called as in Telugu as అక్షాంశాలు. లాటిట్యూడ్స్ని తెలుగులో ఏమంటారంటే అక్షాంశాలు అంటారు. చూద్దాం మరి లాటిట్యూడ్స్. Latitudes are also called as, in తెలుగులో దీన్ని అక్షాంశాలు అని కూడా అంటారు. సో latitudes or longitude, whatever it is, this can be shown as degrees. This can be shown as degrees, minutes and seconds. So this is degree and this is minutes and this is seconds. I repeat, this is degree, one is minute and second one is seconds. This can be shown. Okay, now latitudes. Latitude word derived from Latin word. Latitude word derived from Latin word. It was derived from Latin word, that is latitudo. ఇది లాటిన్ వర్డ్ నుంచి వచ్చింది. లాటిట్యూడ్ అనేటటువంటి పదం ఏదైతే ఉందో అది లాటిన్ పదం వచ్చింది. లాటిట్యూడ్ అంటే ఏంటంటే దట్ మీన్స్ విడ్త్, అంటే వెడల్పు. విడ్త్. latitudo means what? Width. Very important. And these are, latitudes are horizontal lines. ఇవి సమాంతర రేఖలు or అడ్డ గీతలు. These are horizontal lines. For you see, if this is earth, you see, so these are these kind of lines, horizontal lines. horizontal అంటే అడ్డంగా ఉన్నటువంటి లైన్స్ ని horizontal lines అంటారు. horizontal lines. These also called as circles. These are circles. అంటే ఇవి ఎలా ఉన్నాయి, ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పాను కదా ఎలా ఉన్నాయి, ఇలా సర్కిల్ లాగా ఉన్నాయి కదా. సో దీస్ ఆర్ లైక్ సర్కిల్స్. సో వీటిని మనం సర్కిల్ అని కూడా చెప్పవచ్చు. అండ్ దీస్ ఆర్ రన్ ఫ్రమ్ వెస్ట్ టు ఈస్ట్. మరి ఇవి ఎటు నుంచి ఎటువైపు పోతున్నాయండి? వెస్ట్ టు ఈస్ట్. Just now I have drawn from west to east. These are running from west to east. Next, these are drawn with the 1 degree interval. Drawn with 1 degree interval. మరి ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఎంత 1 డిగ్రీ ఇంటర్వెల్తోని వీటిని గీయడం జరిగింది. ద డిస్టెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ వన్ లాటిట్యూడ్ అండ్ అనదర్ లాటిట్యూడ్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ 1 డిగ్రీ. ఓకే, ఒక లాటిట్యూడ్కి ఇంకొక లాటిట్యూడ్కి, ఒక అక్షాంశానికి ఇంకొక అక్షాంశానికి తేడా అంటే డిస్టెన్స్ ఎంత అంటే 1 డిగ్రీ. there is a distance between one latitude and another latitude, just 1 degree interval. And equator divides earth into 2 equal halves. I said equator, 0 degree called as equator. 0 degree latitude is called as equator, also called as great circle. దీన్నే మరి ఏమంటారు, గ్రేట్ సర్కిల్ అని కూడా అంటారు. It also called as great circle. Let's see some of the important latitudes on the globe. Latitudes and horizontal lines on the globe. If you consider this is as a globe, okay, this is equator. As you know, this is equator. This is what? Equator. And 23 and a half north latitude. 23 and a half north latitude is called as Tropic of Cancer. And 23 and a half southern, this is southern side. 23 and a half southern latitude is called as Tropic of Capricorn. And 66 and a half northern latitude was called as Arctic Circle. This is what? Arctic Circle. And same here, 66 and a half southern latitude is called as Antarctic Circle. So this is Arctic Circle and this is Antarctic Circle. So these are the important latitudes on the globe. It's very, very important. See, and when you observe this latitude, if you observe this latitude, so this is the black one, the top one is, this is Tropic of Cancer, and the middle one with the blue line is equator, and the down one is Tropic of Capricorn. This is Tropic of north one is Tropic of Cancer, middle one is equator, and the down one is Tropic of Capricorn. If you see, these lines are at poles. These are smaller. These latitudes are smaller at poles. These are smaller at poles. The size of the latitude will be decreases. So you can say that these are points. Where these are points at poles. These are points at pole. You see, there is a pole. So whenever the circle at equator, whenever the latitude at equator, the size is huge. But whenever you come towards to south or north, the size of the circle will be decreased, and finally at poles, these are like points, just like points. So there are total 180 latitudes on each hemisphere. As I said, Earth globe can be divided into 2 hemispheres horizontally. If you see, this is equator. This is equator. This is northern hemisphere. This is what? Northern hemisphere. In northern hemisphere, there are 90 latitudes are there. And in the southern hemisphere, this is what? Southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere, there are again 90 latitudes. So total 90 plus 90 is equal to 180. Total 180 latitudes are there, plus equator, plus what? 0 degree, plus equator. If you consider the equator, it is total 181 latitudes are there. Total 181 latitudes are there. మొత్తం 181 అక్షాంశాలు ఉన్నాయి. ఉత్తరార్ధగోళంలో 90 అక్షాంశాలు, దక్షిణార్ధగోళంలో 90 అక్షాంశాలు, మొత్తం 180 ప్లస్ ఈక్వేటర్తో కలిపితే ఈక్వేటర్ని ఖచ్చితంగా కలపాల్సిందే. కలిపితే మనకి 181 లాటిట్యూడ్స్ ఆర్ దేర్ ఆన్ ద గ్లోబ్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ అబౌట్ లాటిట్యూడ్స్. ఇప్పటి వరకు మనం లాటిట్యూడ్స్ అంటే అక్షాంశాలకు సంబంధించినటువంటి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ డిస్కస్ చేశాము. ఇప్పుడు రేఖాంశాలు లేదా వీటినే మరి మనం లాంగిట్యూడ్స్ అని కూడా అంటాం. వాట్ వీఆర్ కాలింగ్ యాజ్ లాంగిట్యూడ్. సో బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ టు దాట్, we also latitudes also can be useful for differentiate of the climate. అంటే లాటిట్యూడ్ అక్షాంశాల వల్ల మనకి ఏం తెలుస్తుందంటే this is tropic of Cancer, this is tropic of Capricorn. So this area is called as the area ne emantarante tropical zone. This is called as tropical zone because we can classify the heat. Latitudes are useful for classify heat. మరి లాటిట్యూడ్ టెంపరేచర్ ఉష్ణోగ్రతను చూడడానికి కూడా చాలా ఉపయోగపడతాయి. 8th క్లాస్లో మనం నేర్చుకున్నాం. 8th క్లాస్ వీ హ్యావ్ లెర్న్డ్ వైల్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ వన్ లాటిట్యూడ్ టు అనదర్ లాటిట్యూడ్ టెంపరేచర్ మే బీ వేరీస్. ఒక లాటిట్యూడ్ నుంచి ఇంకో లాటిట్యూడ్కి వెళ్తే టెంపరేచర్ అనేటటువంటిది చేంజ్ ఉంటుందని చెప్పాం. అండ్ దిస్ ఏరియా, సో దిస్ ఏరియా, ఈ ఏరియా, so this area we are calling as this dust area we are calling as temperate zone. So దీన్ని ఏమంటారు temperate zone అంటారు, temperate zone. And the final zone is called as frigid zone. So దీన్ని ఏమంటాం మళ్ళీ మనం frigid zone అంటాం, frigid zone. This is frigid zone, temperate zone. మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ ఏంటి this is also temperate zone and this is also again it is frigid zone. ఫ్రీ జోన్ చాలా చల్లగా ఉంటుంది, ఇక్కడ చాలా కోల్డ్గా ఉంటుంది. మరి టెంపరేచర్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది, నార్మల్గా ఉంటుంది. ఇక్కడ ఎలా ఉంటుంది, హాట్గా ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సో ట్రాపికల్ రీజన్ ఈజ్ కన్సిడర్డ్ యాజ్ హాటెస్ట్ రీజన్ అండ్ టెంపరేట్ రీజన్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ యావరేజ్. నార్మల్ టెంపరేచర్ విల్ రిసీవ్స్ అండ్ ఫ్రిజిడ్ జోన్ క్లాసిఫైడ్ యాజ్ కోల్డ్ రీజన్, అంటార్కిటికా. ఓకే, నో హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్, ఓకే, నో ట్రీస్, నో plant, only except lichens. So these kind of algae lichens only available in the Antarctica region. So this is the use of latitudes. So latitude ni manam oka ప్రాంతం యొక్క హీట్ని కన్సిడర్ చేయడానికి చూడడానికి మనం యూజ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. నౌ లాంగిట్యూడ్స్. See, as you know that before we have discussed in the first chapter, before during the origin of earth or Big Bang theory, Surya Siddhanta. Once let's recall about Surya Siddhanta. Surya Siddhanta book was written by Aryabhatta. So before going to learn about the longitudes, let's discuss certain contribution of Indian and Indian text. ఓకే, మరి లాంగిట్యూడ్ నేర్చుకోవడానికి ముందు మన భారతదేశానికి సంబంధించినటువంటి ప్రాచీన పుస్తకాలు, అదేవిధంగా ఈ ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి వ్యక్తులు చెప్పినటువంటి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కూడా మనం కన్సిడర్కి తీసుకోవాల్సిందే. సూర్య సిద్ధాంత బుక్ రిటన్ బై ఆర్యభట్ట. హూ వాజ్ ఆర్యభట్ట? ఆర్యభట్ట వాజ్ ఎ మ్యాథమెటిషియన్. ఈయన మ్యాథమెటిషియన్ అండ్ ఆస్ట్రోనామర్. దిస్ బుక్ ఆర్యభట్ట ఆర్ దిస్ సూర్య సిద్ధాంత it was written that earth is a spherical shape. Okay, earth is a spherical shape. A spherical earth is in a spherical shape అని చెప్పడం జరిగింది దేంట్లో, సూర్య సిద్ధాంత అనేటటువంటి బుక్లో. అండ్ నాట్ ఓన్లీ దట్, ఇట్ ఆల్సో మెన్షన్ దట్ దెర్ ఇస్ ఎ మెరీడియన్. ఇట్ ఆల్సో proposed this book also proposed about a meridian. అంటే ఒక మెరీడియన్ గురించి కూడా చెప్పడం జరిగింది, అంటే ఒక రేఖాంశం గురించి కూడా ఈ బుక్లో చెప్పడం జరిగింది. ఇట్ ప్రపోజ్డ్ అబౌట్ ఏ మెరీడియన్ దట్ పాసింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ఉజ్జయిన్, దట్ పాసెస్ ఫ్రమ్ ఉజ్జయిన్. మధ్యప్రదేశ్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ఉజ్జయిని గుండా ఒక రేఖాంశం వెళ్తుంది అని ఆర్యభట్ట రాసినటువంటి సూర్య సిద్ధాంతంలో ఉంది. Aryabhatta's book Surya Siddhanta mentioned that earth is a spherical shape. Earth is a spherical earth, it was mentioned, and also it proposed about a meridian. ఒక రేఖాంశం ఉజ్జయిని గుండా పోతుంది అని కూడా ఈ సూర్య సిద్ధాంత బుక్లో చాలా క్లారిటీగా వివరించడం జరిగింది. ఓకే, అండ్ ఆర్యభట్ట Aryabhatta also know that the meridian also passing from Ujjain, Lanka means what? Sri Lanka, and Rohtak. He also mentioned that the meridians passing from Ujjain, Sri Lanka, Rohtak. Okay, the meridian, whatever the meridian he mentions, it also passing from Ujjain, Lanka, Rohtak. His book was explained. Then Varaha Mihira book, you know, Brihat Samhita written by Brihat, T here, Brihat Samhita written by Varaha Mihira. So Varaha Mihira's book Brihat Samhita. Who was Varaha Mihira? Varaha Mihira, he was astrologer or astrologer and astronomer. Varaha Mihira also said he knows about that one meridian passing through Alexandria. Meridian passing through Alexandria. Where is Alexandria? Alexandria is in Egypt. Alexandria. So our ancient Indian text mentions about longitudes. Our ancient text also mentioned that a spherical earth. So it was very great. I'm very proud to say that our astrologer, astronomers, mathematicians, they have contributed a lot to propose or to explain or to declare that there is a spherical earth and there is a meridians, and some meridians also passing through India and some of the meridians are passing through Alexandria. So these are the important persons, Aryabhatta and Varaha Mihira. And you must accept that these all are imaginary lines. Northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, eastern hemisphere, western hemisphere, these all are imaginary lines. Our ancient Indians, our ancient astronomers, they thought, they imagined and they calculated, they measured that a places, they measured along with the pole star. Okay, pole star means what we call as dhruva nakshatram, we can say. Manam dhruva nakshatram antam kadandi. So Indians ki telusu enti latitude of a place. For example, ee oka latitude undanukondi, ee latitude of a place ni ela measure chesarante with the help of the pole star. I repeat, Indians knew the place, latitude of a place of inclination of the dhruva tara. For example, that pole star is located in different place, that latitude is different, and that position of the dhruva or pole star is in different way, that is a different latitude. So they also tried to measure the pole star with the help of the pole star. They tried to measure the latitude of a particular place. I repeat, ante dhruva nakshatram help cheskoni లేదా అక్షాంశాలను కొలవడానికి ధ్రువ నక్షత్రాన్ని వాళ్ళు ఆధారంగా చేసుకున్నారు. ఇండియన్స్ న్యూ దట్ ద పర్టికులర్ ప్లేస్ లాటిట్యూడ్, ఏ ప్లేస్ మెజరింగ్ బై ధ్రువ తార ఆర్ ధ్రువ ఆర్ పోల్ స్టార్. నెక్స్ట్ longitudes. Okay, what are longitudes? See, same, latitudes are derived from Latin words. Same, longitude also a Latin word, derived from Latin word. What word? That is longitudo. Okay, longitudo. So this longitude word derived from Latin word, that was longitudo. That means length. That means what? Length. Very, 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 very important. Length. Latitude means what? Width. Latitude means what? Width. So these are, latitudes are horizontal lines, longitudes are vertical lines. These are vertical lines. Vertical lines అంటే ఏమని చెప్పాను? నిలువుగా ఉన్నటువంటి గీతలు. సో నిలువుగా ఉన్నటువంటి గీతలు. సో ఫ్రమ్ హియర్ 0 degree longitude is passing. 0 degree longitude is passing through London. Okay, these are vertical lines, అంటే నిలువుగా ఉన్నటువంటి గీతలు. These are running from north to south. Okay, and these also called as semicircles. These also called as semicircle. వీటిని semicircle అని కూడా పిలుస్తూ ఉంటారు. They run from north to south. Run from north to south. Very, very important. As I said, they run from north to south. And there is a 0 degree longitude. 0 degree longitude is called as Greenwich longitude. So Greenwich longitude. So 0 degree longitude, there is a main longitude is there. That main longitude is dividing earth vertically into two halves. Okay, this is Greenwich longitude. This Greenwich longitude also called as what? 0 degree longitude. The 0 degree longitude dividing earth into western hemisphere and eastern hemisphere, as we learned kada. So this longitude is called as 0 degree longitude, and Greenwich longitude also called as prime meridian. దీనికి ఇన్ని పేర్లు ఉన్నాయండి. దీన్ని ప్రైమ్ మెరిడియన్ కూడా అంటారు. సో దిస్ ఈస్ పాసింగ్ ఫ్రమ్, ఓకే, దిస్ ఈస్ పాసింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ లండన్. ఆస్ట్రోనామికల్ అబ్జర్వేటరీ. దెర్ ఈస్ ఏ ఆస్ట్రోనామికల్ అబ్జర్వేటరీ, ఒక అబ్జర్వేటరీ ఉంది, ఆస్ట్రోనామికల్ అబ్జర్వేటరీ. ఇట్ ఈస్ పాసింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ ఆస్ట్రోనామికల్ అబ్జర్వేటరీ ఎట్ గ్రీనిచ్. ఓకే, అండ్ several countries were tried, many countries they tried to pass, to decide one longitude passing from their own country. For example, Sweden, Norway, Germany, France, Austria, other countries, they thought that they wanted to decide that 0 longitude is passing from our country only. But it finally England fixed that 0 longitude is passing from England only, because England at the time it ruling so many countries. Okay, it was a large countries under the control of the England. So that's what even though several countries were trying to fix 0 degree longitude passing through their country, but England decided, finally England was decided, because England has that much vast areas, colonies England had. So that's what England decided that 0 degree longitude passing from England. This is imaginary. This is only imaginary. There are 360 longitudes are there. 360 longitudes are there. Once you remember, longitude also can called as degrees, minutes and seconds. Let's see how many longitudes are there on each hemisphere and how does it works once we try to understand. Okay, see, model earth, imaginary lines. As this I said, western hemisphere. This is what eastern hemisphere. దీన్ని మనము ఇది పశ్చిమార్ధగోళము పూర్వార్ధగోళం అంటారు తెలుగులో. పశ్చిమార్ధగోళము లేదా దీన్ని పూర్వార్ధగోళం అంటారు. From this western hemisphere there are 180 longitudes are there, and eastern hemisphere 180 longitudes are there. Total how many longitudes are there? 360 only. No 361. Sir, 0 degree. No, here only I will tell you. 360 plus 0 only. 0 is not considered. So there are 360 longitudes only. Sir, how you can say is that these are the only 360? Because if you see west side in the western hemisphere, in western hemisphere it divided as from 0 degree to 180 degree longitude. In the eastern hemisphere, in the eastern hemisphere again 0 degree to 180 degree longitude. Because see, for example, this is globe. See, 0 degree longitude is there. So 180 degree, this is 180 degree west and this is 180 degree east. See, 0 degree longitude is complete opposite of 180 degree west and 180 degree east. There is only 180 degree longitude. ఇక్కడ 180 degree longitude ఒకటే ఉంది. So 180 degree longitude, this is only 180 degree longitude. For example, you see So this is a circle. So this is 0 degree longitude. So this is 0 degree. This is 0 degree. The opposite of this 0 degree is 180 degree longitude. Okay, this is 0 degree longitude. దీన్ని మనం ప్రైమ్ మెరిడియన్ అన్నాం. ఈ ప్రైమ్ మెరిడియన్కి క్వైట్ ఆపోజిట్లో ఏముంది 180 degree. This 180 degree, if you take this 180 degree from this side, it become west side. From this side you count, this is become east side. So there is only one longitude is there, that is 180 longitude. Only one longitude is there. If we count from west 0 to 180 west, it is considered as 180 degree west longitude. If we wanted to consider this from the east, then it will become 180 degree east. అంటే 181 లాంగిట్యూడ్ అనేది ఒకటే ఉంటుంది. 180 లాంగిట్యూడ్ అనేది ఒకటే ఉంటుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ దిస్ ఈజ్ 180 degree longitude. If you say, see, this is from west side. So from 180 degree west to 0 degree, for example it is 0 degree longitude. So this is called as 180 degree west. 180 degree west. If you take this 180 degree to again to 0 degree back, from that back, so it is 0 degree, it is called as 180 degree east. So do not be confused. See, 180 longitude is only one longitude. There are no two longitudes are there, only one longitude. It is a decider.